Hello. Hello, beautiful children of China. It's your teacher, Timothy. Get the cobwebs out of your mind. It's time to learn something new. Just me and you. We get to read a story today. We get to read a little story called The Three Little Dassies. And it's fun. It's a good little story. Let's read it. And I want you to read along with me. And we'll have a few questions along the way, okay? Just sit back, watch the video, and read with me. Now look at these noses. These are some cute little, they're all dressed up in clothes here, these three little dassies. The three little dassies. Look at them. Oh, and then there's a turtle, a tortoise in there too. Look at that beautiful shell right there. Wow. 1, 2, 3 little dassies and a tortoise. I don't even know what a dassie is. I think it's just the name of like a family here of some kind. And who's this up here? I guess we're going to find out. First, I want you to guess, what is this guy? Huh. So here we are. Some words go by. This is when the author, the person that wrote it, wanted to dedicate it to someone that they love. So it says, for Haley Benedy. So that must be somebody they know, maybe even their daughter or a friend, a neighbor. Let's read together. Hot, hot, hot. The little dassies were almost grown up, and it was time for them to find their own place. Here are their names now. Ready? Mimby, Pimby, and Timby waved goodbye to mommy and daddy, aunties, uncles, and all their cousins, and set out for the distant mountain. Come and visit us, they shouted. A place cooler, a place less crowded, a place safe from big eagles. So it's good. Let's just talk for a second about this right here. These little things. Look at that right there. These little things. That it's a quote. There's another quote. There's another one right there. This is the beginning of the quote, and this shows the end. Here's a beginning, and where's the end? All the way down here. And when those are there, it means that somebody is talking, okay? So in this case, it was the three dassies that were saying, come and visit us. So let's read it again. And when those happen, when those quotes happen until the next one happens, that shows that someone is talking. So there's a capital letter. Do you see the capital letter right there? Because that's the beginning of their sentence. There's another one. That's the beginning of another sentence, right? When the dassies are talking. So it says, we'll just start with their names. Mimby, Pimby, and Timby waved goodbye to mommy and daddy, aunties, uncles, and all their cousins, and set out for the distant mountain. See, now they're going to talk. So here it goes, like the quotes. Come and visit us. See, and then it ended. So then the narrator says they shouted, and then they say it again. A place cooler, a place less crowded, a place safe from big eagles. So you would read that, giving their voice a little extra energy. Come and visit us, they shouted. A place cooler, a place less crowded, a place safe from eagles. So that's how those quotes work. There go the three dassies, and they're going to go looking for a new house. I want you to think right now, do you think that they're going to be successful? Do you think that they're going to find someplace right away? Do you think they're going to find someplace near water? What do you think? Do you think they're going to have any trouble? Let's find out. Oh, look, they're in a cart, and this little tortoise is going to pull them, and they're in like a car, aren't they? And these must be all their uncles and aunts and everybody. Yeah. Let's read this one. The sisters traveled all day and all night across the Namib Namib Desert, the Namib Desert, arriving at the foot of the mountain the next morning. This is where we will live, they agreed excitedly. So that this part is in those quotes, isn't it? This is where we will live, they agreed excitedly. And then another thing that they say, welcome. And then they're done. So a squeaky voice called out from the scree. It came from a handsome, smiling Agama man. Let's look for a handsome, smiley Agama man. Oh, this must be him right there. Let's read what they say. Now, this is in quotes again, isn't it? So it's like they're saying it. No one has lived here for a long, long time. Just me and my family of eagles up on the mountain. Eagles. The little dassies shivered in the hot, hot sun. There goes their tortoise. Well, look at that amazing house. Is this what you were thinking they might build? Look at that. And this guy's watching, the Agama man. Where would they build their house? NIMBY eyed the long grasses. Then they're going to say something. These grasses will make a lovely, cool house, she said. And she set to work cutting, twisting, braiding, and bundling. She finished in no time. And now the quotes again, so she's going to say it in her voice. Be near and dear, sisters, she said, crawling inside for a nap. Now there's the grass that she has collected. Do you think this is going to go well? Do you think that the house is going to be cool and nice like she said? Is this going to be the end of the story, or does something happen? I don't know. Let's find out. Oh, so that was NIMBY. Now here's PIMBY. PIMBY spotted pieces of driftwood, silver from the sun, lying in the sand of the dry riverbed. Now PIMBY's going to talk. Let's make like her voice. These will make a fine wooden house, she said. And she set about collecting as many pieces as she could find. Oh, here's a piece down here. Oh, look at that house. When it was finished, she hung up a hammock and called out, be near and dear, sisters, while I rest my eyes. So she said those words. It's in the quotes, remember? So this story is a good one to practice the quotes that you read, and then when the quotes come, it's them actually talking. So you can say it a little differently. Keep practicing that. It's going to happen a lot. Here's her silvery house with the driftwood. How beautiful. This must be her sleeping over here. Now here's TIMBY, the other sister. Let's read this. TIMBY looked at the rocks around their mountain. And look, she's going to say something, so she says it differently. I will make a stone house, she said. But it won't be as easy to build as one made of grasses or sticks. She's right, because stones are heavy. She's starting to collect the stones right there, isn't she? Beautiful red stones. Oh, she's working hard. She is working hard on these. She's putting that perfect one in there. Look at all these she's put in. Wow. And it wasn't. She had to work all day in the hot sun to get it finished in time to sleep in it that night. Agama man had been watching them. Let's see, is that him? Yep, there he is. He's watching. Yeah. Agama man had been watching them. He was happy they were staying on. That means that they were there, that they were staying. He had missed having company. So here we are the next morning. Read with me now. The three little dassies slept late into the morning. As the sun rose higher and higher in the sky, the big old eagle, who lived up on the mountain, stretched his wings and flew down to look for a meal for his hungry chicks. So here comes the eagle. This is scary now for a Dassy because they could actually take a Dassy away and eat them. She looks kind of scared. Okay, so now I want you to read this. Before I read it, I'd like you to read this part right here. And then especially with this part, let me just show you. With this part right here with the quotes around it, I want you to say that in the voice of Mimbi. And it also has an exclamation mark in it. So she's afraid. It has a lot of energy. So why don't you read it first? Go. Good. Let me show you how I would read it. Mimbi woke up hungry and went outside. Suddenly, a long-winged shadow passed over her. An eagle! I'm sorry, not an eagle. The eagle! She cried and hurried back into her grass house. This guy's hat is falling off too. Oh, there's the eagle. Look at that eagle's wearing a hat. That's fun. He's got pants on too. What a funny eagle. What a beautiful wing. Would you read this one? This next one? Oh boy, something bad has happened. Would you read this one? Because it has a lot of quotes in it, like the first line is actually a quote, and you want to read that like one of them is talking. It was actually, the first one is the eagle talking, and then this one is the eagle talking. That's up there. It's this one. And that's it. So let's have you read it. Go ahead. The eagle's talking. So he's above that first house with a grass house. Let me read it the way I would read it. I'm going to be the eagle voice. Are you ready? How does an eagle even talk? Let me try. I see you, Dassy. The eagle screeched and swooped down. I'll flap and I'll clap and I'll blow your house in. He squawked, beating the air with his wings until the grass roof sailed off. And the eagle grabbed Mimbi and lifted her up to his nest. Ooh, poor Mimbi. That is not good. Not good for one of the Dassies. Poor Mimbi, she looks scared, and she should be because he's going to grab her. There's the eagle with his pants on again. Oh, look, he put one of the Dassies up there with the eaglets, the little eagles. They're wondering what's going on. Here comes the eagle again. Oh, boy. So does this one have any quotes in it? Nope, it doesn't. So we'll just read it together, and it will tell us about the story. Here we go. But the eagle was greedy. You know what greedy means? It means he wants too much, more than he needs. Let's start again. But the eagle was greedy. No sooner had he dropped Mimbi into the nest than he spotted Pimbi in front of her stick house far below. Remember, the stick house was the driftwood, the shining silver one. 2 Dassies would be double delicious, he thought, and down he went, feathers flying. Pimbi looked up and saw him coming. She turned and ran back inside. Let's see. Oh, look, there's her little house right there. She's running inside. Is the eagle up here? She just can see him coming. Okay, so now there are some quotes. Here are some quotes right here. It starts here and it goes there. And it goes all the way down this line. So that's one that will say the eagle says some things, and then so that's the eagle's voice. Let's read it together. Ready? The eagle landed and screeched, "I'll flap and I'll clap and I'll blow your house in," he squawked. Twigs flew, sticks rattled until Pimbi's stick house fell apart. Then, just like Mimbi, she felt herself being lifted high into the sky and plunked down in the eagle's nest. Oh boy. Now he has two of the dassies. Let's see what this looks like. There's the eagle. He's grabbing her by the back of her dress. Well, that's not good. Look at it, it's all, oh, look, there, that's where she's getting pulled away, and then he flies her away. That's got to be so scary. The last one's name is Timby, right? And in this, are there any quotes where the voice comes? Yes, you are correct. There are quotes. Where are they? Let me draw them. Right here, this line right here, all the way to here. That is in the voice of, it's the eagle again. So let's read this together. Timby looked out to call her sisters to come for breakfast of tasty seed porridge. Timby looked out, I'll start again, to call her sisters to come for a breakfast of tasty seed porridge. But instead, the grass house and the stick house, she saw a long shadow streaking across the rocks. What do you think that long shadow is? And then this is the eagle's voice again. Let's say it together. I see you, Dassie. Here I come. So, what do you think is going to happen here? Is the eagle going to get the third Dassie and bring that Dassie up to the nest, and then they're going to eat them all? How many of you think that will happen? How many of you think something else will happen? How many of you think all the Dassies will live and not be eaten? How many of you think one of the Dassies will live? We'll see. Let's go. Let's take a look. Look at these poor Dassies. They're all scared. The stone house right there. Oh, she's carrying her away. Oh no, grabbing at her with the pants. Good. And there's the stone house, but she's hiding in her stone house. Oh boy. Gonna get her? So here we go. So do you see here where there's a quote right there? Yep, there's a quote that starts here and it ends here, doesn't it? And that's the only one in this sentence. So let's read that because it's the eagle again. Here comes the eagle saying the same thing. The eagle landed and shrieked, I'll flap and I'll clap and I'll blow your house in. He flapped and clapped and beat his wings. Dust and sand blew everywhere, but the stone house didn't move. He tried again, flapping and clapping even harder. Dust and sand got in his eyes, but the stone house didn't budge. Oh, that's good. The stone house is strong. Let's see what happens next. What do you think is going to happen? Is there a quote in here? No quotes in here, so let's just read it together. When the dust settled, the stone house was still standing, but the eagle was coughing and sneezing. His wing feathers were bent and broken, and he was missing tail feathers. Knowing when to quit, he hopped his way up to his nest. At least he had two Dassies waiting for his dinner. Oh, look, here's the one Dassie with the stone house, still safe right there, huh? And over here, wait a minute, what's happening here? Something's happening. Something is happening. Are there two Dassies waiting for dinner, or is this guy helping? Is his name Eggaman Man or something like that? Eggaman? He's maybe getting him out of there. I hope so. I want the eagle to be able to eat, but I like these Dassies. What happens? Oh, here comes the eagle up to his nest. Oh, she's jumping. This Dassie's jumping. Oh, look, this tortoise is moving. What happens? Oh, the three Dassies are back together again. This is good. It doesn't even tell us in words, but we can see in the picture that the three Dassies are a family again. None of them died. None of them were eaten by an eagle. Why didn't they get eaten by an eagle? I'll tell you why. Because this guy saved the two. When the eagle was so busy, that guy saved the two. And the tortoise helped him too. That's the end of that story. Is that what you were thinking was going to happen? Did you just think it was going to be boring and nothing was going to happen? I like at the end that you had to look at the pictures to see what happened to the other two dassies. We found out that they didn't get eaten up. Isn't that right? Let's see how far we are. Yeah. So, I like that story, The Three Dassies. What is this guy's name again? I think he's named way up here. Let's go way up here. Yeah. This guy. Agama man. It's a funny word. The Three Dassies. Well, let's go way back here. Little did they know way back here when they were saying goodbye to their uncles and aunts, and they're going to find a place where there are no eagles and it's going to be cooler to live. They didn't know they were going to get into some trouble. There were eagles. Two of them were going to be carried away through the air by the talons of an eagle. Just shoo, two of them. And one of them would build, what kind of house? What kind of house was strongest? What kind of house was weakest? If you were going to build a house, what would you build it out of? These are good questions. Anyway, that's the author's name is Jan Brett. The Three Little Dassies. It's a good one. All right. That was fun. Goodbye, my friends. This is Timothy signing off. Thank you for a good lesson. Now, I'm happier, you're smarter, and the whole world is a little bit smaller.